I'm the star QB. Okay, I have to be a certain way, and it's not that I don't want to be with you, it's that I'm not allowed to.
There's no one else here but us. Oh. Hi.
Excuse us. We're trying to have a moment.
Yeah, this is totally... No, it's not what you think.
Oh, hello. Welcome to ReelTalk, where vertical stars talk, play, and go behind the scenes. I'm Sky.
And I'm Declan, and today we are playing Who is Most Likely To? Who is most
What?
to? Well, we'll find out shortly. Question 1. Who looks better in booty shorts? I think there's only one answer.
You do?
I
I mean, we've only seen you in booty shorts.
That's true. I mean, it hasn't really been proven how good Sky looks in booty shorts, actually, because
Not on camera anyway.
they haven't given him the chance to wear them.
Yeah.
They're always putting me in the skimpy outfits, which is insane because this man's body is insane. Like, he's a fitness trainer, for God's sake.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I mean, you look great in booty shorts.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you can be the one who looks the best in booty shorts.
I get a win.
We have camera evidence of it. So.
Yeah, exactly. But next season, maybe write Sky in with booty shorts.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Question 2. Which scene looks hot on screen but was actually hard to film? Shower scene.
The shower scene, for sure.
1000%.
It looks so good and steamy, but we were
Freezing.
miserable.
At least we weren't electrocuted to death like we almost were.
Yeah. That shower scene, I think there were like 3 different attempts at it, I want to say. Or was it only 2?
I think it was only 2.
So when they were like planning the shower scene, they had this gorgeous shower, but
nice.
our director was listening to like the walkthrough on mute, and she didn't realize that they said during the tour that there's no hot water in there. So she changed that location. We got a new location, but then what happened that day?
So much went down. Well, first, JP, our director, was adamant that we have hot water in the showers because we were freezing to death during Pool Boy because none of the pools were heated and it was like 50 degrees. So like not freezing, but when you're soaking wet, it gets cold. So they really wanted to have hot water for us in the showers. So then the second shower that they finally got for us, it didn't drain. So we had all the lighting equipment set up. We had blocked the scene in the shower and we were like, okay, let's turn on the water. And then the drain didn't drain. So then the whole locker room started to flood. And then the crew started running around picking up cords so that they wouldn't get wet and kill us all. So then they had to run all the wires through one outlet and like drape them along the top of the shower stalls. But then because all the power was coming out of one outlet, all the cords started to melt. And then we were like, you know what? That's a wrap for today. We're going to figure it out another time.
See, the thing is with the shower scene is that the way we shot it, I was against the wall.
Yeah, because I grabbed your football pads and like pinned you against the wall with this hand, and then I was leaning up against the wall with this hand.
And then we flip around to you, and then I'm still like...
So to flip the world was hilarious because you can't put a camera behind him to see me because there's a wall there. So then we had to like cheat it, but the wall that was actually behind me, they said was ugly, so they didn't want to use it. So we ended up using the same wall both times. So then we had to like drape the shower head. We had to use a zip tie to hook it to a C-stand so that it would look like we were still under the shower head. And so then I leaned against the C-stand while someone was holding it steady for me. And I would like picked you up and pinned you up against the wall at one point, but there was no wall to pin him against.
And it took this scene took maybe 2 to 3 hours, and we were soaking wet this entire time. Sky had his full football uniform on. I had the booty shorts. I had the wet socks on. Wet socks are like the grossest feeling in the world. Rip my sneakers. They were truly drenched. But it looked so good.
Did look good.
I think that was like
Worth it.
the winning shot of the show. Oh.
Yeah, add in with me. Follow the rules. This guy.
I can't follow rules, guys. I have nothing more to say on that, actually.
Great. Put the flag down.
I'm going to put the flag down.
Question 3. Who's the better kisser? I don't know how either of us can judge that.
Yeah. I mean, I think we're both pretty good.
I hope so.
I hope so.
Maybe we host a kissing booth for charity and let the fans decide.
Yeah, I mean, the only way we can possibly determine this is if you pair us up with different people and then they rank and assess our kissing ability.
Let's call in all of our other co-stars and
Yeah.
ask them.
Yep. Calling in the Boy Love universe. Who was the bigger nerd in high school? Oh. I mean, you said you were kind of like a little nerd,
I was
right?
a big old nerd.
You're a big old nerd?
Big old nerd. I got in trouble a lot for skipping class, but it was because I would skip class to do homework for the next day. Because I was like, why do I need to go to class for the teacher to read the textbook at me? I know how to read a textbook. So that was really all I did in high school, other than like choir. I was really cool for the choir and drama kids, and very not cool to the rest of the school.
Okay. Rebuttal, did you have a lot of friends?
No.
Did you have one friend?
Yeah.
Okay, but more than one friend?
Yeah.
Well, rebuttal here, because I had one friend in high school, and we have recess and lunch. That's what we do in high school still. And we would play chess.
Why did we let you be a country?
Recess was like 20 minutes, so we would like speed set up the chessboard. It took me 3 years to win against this guy, George. Shout out if you're listening. It took 3 years, so I feel like maybe I was slightly nerdier. Maybe
You might win this round.
I might, yeah. But we're nerds at heart.
We'll find each other. Which character felt the most personal to play?
Ooh, that's hard for you.
I feel like Donovan.
Mm-hmm.
I really liked Donovan's arc and his like relationship with his dad, and there was more substance to Donovan's coming out journey than there was to Will's, which credit to the Pool Boy universe, it wasn't really a big deal for Will to be gay, which as it should be.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, not super relatable for me. So I would go with Donovan.
Yeah, I think that whole journey was like so amazing to watch. Like Donovan's struggle with that. And
Oh my God, remember the monologue day?
you got to tell them about the monologue day.
There was the big monologue after the homecoming game where I get outed and I have my whole monologue coming out to the school and my family and whatnot. This is like second to last day of filming or something. And at this point I was just fried. We are working all day. All I have time to do when I get home is stuff my face, take a shower, and look over the sides for the next day before I crash and fall asleep. So it didn't really register in my brain that I had this big emotional monologue that day. So then we're doing the scene leading up to it, and I'm looking over my sides for the scene to make sure I'm off book, and I'm like, wait a second. This is the scene we're doing? Where I talk for like 14 pages straight, and it's kind of a big deal? Cool, I don't know any of these words. So then between takes, Declan would help me run my lines, and then I had to try to make sense of them so that I didn't look like a fool.
And to his credit, he nailed it on the first take. I think what you see is his first take in the show, and he absolutely nailed it. And there's several people on TikTok commenting about how amazing that scene is in particular. So props.
Shout out to those people on TikTok. Thank you.
Shout out to you, TikTok. For me, if I had to pick a character that felt most personal to play, it was it's really hard because like Caden is more like
Careful.
Actually, that's really hard. Aiden was my first, so like he's always gonna be like so special. But they were both so similar, like they could be brothers in an alternate universe or something. So I'm gonna say Aiden.
Cute. R.I.P.
No, he's off saving the oceans.
You're right.
We have a couple of kids in Will and Aiden have a couple of kids.
You play a lot of environmentalists in these shows, yet children are the worst thing you can do for the environment.
It's true. Okay. But we adopted them.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, it's not like we made them.
You make some good points. Adopt, don't shop.
That's a whole subplot right there. Accidental.
Science is this close. We'll keep trying. Who is more affectionate? Guess.
Sky?
Me.
Yeah, agreed. He didn't even need to rebuttal that one. Easy.
Who's most likely to sing on set? I was a
he
musical theater kid.
He can sing really well.
Eh.
Can sing really well. You and Tori on set, Tori who played Maya, they would just like break out into these numbers.
And she's an actual pop star.
Yeah, and it was truly wonderful to watch. It was like entertainment between takes. It was great.
Dinner and a show.
Yeah, dinner at a show.
Musical theater is what got me into acting. I grew up in a family of athletes, and so I tried every sport in the book. And my mom really just wanted me to do something other than sit on my couch and eat McDonald's. So she bribed me to try out for the school musical. So I got a new iPod Touch and the new Super Mario game for the Wii just to audition. And it was 7th grade, and it was High School Musical was my first ever show. And I was in the ensemble. And that's what got me into acting and singing. And then I was a musical theater major in college. I was also pre-med, but that clearly didn't happen. And yeah, worked regionally and lived in New York for a bit before I accidentally ended up in LA.
Yeah. What a story. Actually, I would like to put a point here. I think it is criminal this man has not been cast as Troy Bolton yet. And
Thank you.
We need to make that happen.
I've been in 3 productions of High School Musical. Not once have I been Troy. I've been Chad. How does that make sense? Which scene do fans bring up the most?
Ooh, I feel like the lock-in scene.
Well, I wonder why.
Yeah, but I feel like the fans really love that scene. And honestly, for me, that was we had this thing about day 3 on our sets because the lock-in scene was day 3, and all of mine and Sky's like kind of first real scenes together in Pool Boy were day 3. That was like when we actually got to be able to
That was a big day.
know each other. And so I always feel like day 3 is like this magical day on our sets together. I think like I always hear people talking about that one because there's like, we filmed that scene for maybe that whole continuous thing for, I want to say like 8 hours.
It was too long. There was a lot of technical difficulties that day, so we kept having to just hold and wait for lights to get fixed. And we were in that tiny little room.
But we're like in
melting.
that bubble, you know? I liked that though because, you know, we were melting, but I'm just making use of my flag here, guys.
Yeah, me too.
We were melting, but it felt like this little cocoon, and we could go through like the whole range of experiences these two were having, from like wanting each other so much, but there being so many obstacles to
So many
to like finally giving into each other. And I just think that's like so magical and electric. So that's, I think, yeah.
People do love that scene.
People love that. I know.
For a good reason.
For
I love
people,
that scene too.
do people tell you about a different one?
I don't know that people talk to me about scenes.
Okay.
I'm very inactive on the internet. I feel like the scene that I see used the most in like fan edits and stuff is the shower scene.
Right. Yeah. 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 True. True. The scene that I see a lot as well is your
Oh yeah, that one.
no.
My favorite is when people remake that scene.
Can you do it one more time?
No.
Donovan, are you gay?
No.
Dead. You're so aggressive.
People love to comment on the posts and ask if we're gay in real life, which is like, first of all, that's a weird question. Like, who cares? Second of all, obviously. Third of all, I respond with no to them, thinking that it's funny because I'm like, obviously yes.
Oh god.
And so I'll reply with my line, thinking that I'm being funny, but then they're like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to ask. And I'm like, people just don't get satire these days.
Did you not watch the show?
Not closely enough.
Who would cry reading fan comments?
You.
No, you.
I am dead inside. I don't cry. You cry all the time.
No, I'm sorry. I think you cry reading fan comments.
Sure,
I feel
Jan.
like I've seen some responses. Sure, what?
Sure, Jan.
It's like a weird thing, I think, seeing people react, because there's been so many beautiful messages that we've gotten about it and how meaningful it is to people, and it's just so weird to like now see it and see people reacting to it and it having such an impact on people. But yeah, I'm a big crier on set. Yeah.
So cute.
I always get really sad, especially like when we film the ending scenes, because I'm like, oh no.
It's like day 4.
It's like day 4 and
We're
I'm
not even halfway through.
crying.
He's crying because it's ending. I'm like, bruh.
But I'm like sad because it's ending for those characters.
I get emo reading the messages from fans. Like, they're very sweet and very rewarding. And so, and I feel like the biggest thing about doing these boy love stories for me is we didn't have this kind of thing when we were growing up. So the kind of messages and comments I get from fans who people will say, like, watching this gave me the courage to come out to my family, or even if they didn't come out because it's not the right time or safe for them, it's like they've said that it makes them feel comfortable and assured in who they are and that they're not alone and things like that. I'm like, of course that's gonna make me emo, because that's awesome. Like, I'm so like proud that I get to be a part of doing that for somebody. But unfortunately I don't cry. I feel like you would cry.
It's true. It's true.
You would cry.
I would cry. What's something the other person does on set that makes you more comfortable? It's a really good question.
Everything?
Yeah. I feel like we were really, really lucky that it was just there on day 1. It was just like immediate like feeling of safety and trust, I guess. Like I there wasn't like an ounce of like, I don't know, it just felt wonderful. Like I've told this story before, but like the first time I met Sky in person, when he came through the door, I was like getting sunscreened up by our makeup artist. And, you know, I was shirtless and she's got her hands over my body. And I was like, I don't know, should I hug him? Because I'm like super greasy right now. I don't even remember what I did, whether it was like or if you just sat down in the makeup chair. But I think I remember you sat down in the makeup chair and then we just started talking. And he just came in with this big, glorious smile. And I was like, oh, this is going to be so fun. Like, he's such a sweetheart. So, yeah.
I was so nervous. It was my first ever, Pool Boy was my first ever vertical. And I knew Declan had done 9 million. So I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how this works. I know Declan's a pro. So I was just like, I felt like the little underdog, but then Declan's so sweet that immediately I was like, oh my God, we just get to be buddies and have fun and play. And it's not stressful. I mean, it is, but not in that way.
And like, I felt really nervous too. Like, I feel like the first day on every set, I'm like nervous because it's like first day of school. Like, you're working out everyone's dynamics and you're like, how is this going to go? And like, I definitely felt really nervous too, for sure.
I mean, not a correction, but you didn't seem nervous.
Really?
I feel like something I noticed first about Declan is that he is much more of an extrovert than I am, in terms of like, in a new setting with a bunch of new people, I'm gonna hug the wall and just see what happens. And then I'm standing there against the wall and Declan's meeting and greeting everybody like a politician. And so I'm like, oh, cool, then I'm just gonna like tag along with him and then I'll get to know everybody because he'll do all the talking.
Yeah, come with me.
So that was nice. That made me feel more comfortable. So then I got to know everybody.
Yeah, I like that.
Cute.
We balance each other out.
Sure.
What is one thing about working together on this show that you will always remember?
In a good way or a bad way?
Good way. We're here for good vibes, guys.
Okay.
Pessimist over here.
Realist. One thing I'll always remember, I mean, fortunately the whole thing is documented for time and all eternity on the ReelShort app, so I'll remember it all.
Yeah.
Well, what will you remember?
For me, I think the thing that'll always really stand out in my mind is that first kiss and glasses moment. I don't know, I just felt like that was like the most like magical, electric moment for those characters. This is in Pool Boy. And like that little spin you did as well, and just like just that whole, I think that will always stand out in my mind as like the essence of these two like characters. And like obviously with Waterboy we've played like a version of these characters too, and it will be fun to keep like exploring different characters together. But I feel like in there, this is a bit crazy, but like they're like the same souls of these characters. So it was like our first moment in in these, you know, souls getting to have that experience. So I'll just like always remember that. And it feels like the essence of what these love stories are about. They're about like magic and excitement and, you know, your first love. So, yeah.
Cute. I thought of something else I'll never forget from Pool Boy.
Okay.
It's not exactly good.
Oh my God, I know what it's going to be.
What's it going to be?
Is it when your things came off?
No, that's good too. I actually forgot about that, so I can't count that one. But I did dive into the pool and my Speedo came completely off my body. And I had to like swim around underwater and everyone was like, why'd you take so long to come up? And I was like, because I was naked.
And the footage was like on him. So I'm sure ReelShort has that in the archives.
Somewhere. The thing that I will never forget, unfortunately, was the smell of the Speedo.
Oh God.
We had shot all the pool stuff in week 1. And then we were like, okay, we are done in the water. All the Speedo stuff like went in a bag to die somewhere. And then on one of the last days, we shot a scene, which was me like chasing after the college scout, which was inside, but I had to put on my swim uniform. And so it had just been sitting wet in a bag for like a week. And the smell on that, I showered like 14 times to try to get that smell off of me. That I will never forget.
And it just trailed around him. It was like it was an aura.
Because I walked out in the costume and I had to make sure everybody knew that it wasn't just me. It was...
Yeah.
Because
he smells very nice, usually.
I try. Not that day. And not the day after.
Okay, we've got to scroll through each other's Instagrams and find the picture that you feel best represents their essence and say why you chose that image.
I feel like your essence to me is more like boyishly charming.
Okay.
And this is giving like Edward Cullen daddy.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God, don't go too far back in the archives.
Now I have to.
I need to archive these posts.
No.
It's on my nature trend.
You were eating and praying and loving?
I was eating, praying, loving. This guy
hasn't. Your face.
He hasn't found my essence yet.
Honestly, this one. I know you're in costume.
That was like literally a bridge climb. So it's not a costume.
Then perfect.
That is me.
This guy. Look how sweet his little face is. Can you even see it? Nope. I zoomed in on your elbow.
It's a nice elbow.
There it is. Beautiful. Okay.
Love. All right.
Roast me.
Okay. I kind of give a damn about my bad reputation. This is fun.
I feel judged.
It's this one. No, I'm kidding.
Me taking my top off. Classic.
Literally in every show Sky does, there's always a top off moment.
Give the people what they want.
Mm-hmm. I think I already know what it is because I will spoil this myself. When Sky and I did the chemistry read, I was convinced after we did the chem read that it was going to be him who was playing Will. So I found him on Instagram because I wanted to stalk him because I just knew it was going to be him.
What a creep.
I messaged you though. I didn't lurk. I was like, I think it's you.
You did message me and you were like, it better be you.
Yes.
And I was like, it better be you.
Truly.
And it was.
Okay. It's this. And I've chosen it because it's like Sky, every time his signature move is the tongue. I mean, the tongue. It's his thing. He looks so happy. He's such an active, he's an earthy boy. Like you're just like...
But you know how good of an actor I am because I was fucking miserable.
Oh, really?
I just gotten my ass beat by the ocean for like 4 hours trying to learn how to surf.
But didn't you feel like you had grown from that experience?
I felt like I had drowned from that experience.
Yeah, I feel like it's that. I feel like it has to be that.
I thought for sure I was going to be so good at surfing. I went to the surfing retreat. I was in Costa Rica on a surfing retreat on my birthday when we did the chemistry read for Pool Boy. Mm-hmm. And I had to skip surfing that day so that I could do the chem read. It was a good thing because the day before that was the day this picture was taken, and I wanted to die.
Oh, this one's so cute too.
It was Iceland.
Oh my God, I didn't know you went to Iceland.
Yeah.
Oh, this is fun. I haven't gone this deep before. That's very you too. Actually, can I also make a second amendment that this isn't a... I didn't select this because it's technically a reel, but I feel like this is the essence of Sky too, because he loves his dogs and he's a big environmental activist and he cares a lot about animals. So I think this is also very, very Sky with his babies.
That's cute.
That would be my first choice if I can select video footage.
Fantastic. Oh, I miss them.
Aw.
They're cute.
Well, we have one more game to play, which is great because I'm actually really, really hungry right now. So let's play this game. And the game is...
Poison jelly beans.
Who's going to win?
My issue with this game is that there's no level of strategy, so there's no way for me to guarantee a victory. So if I lose, it's not my fault.
He needs to trust the universe more.
I have trust issues. We each have to close our eyes.
Okay.
One of us will pick a poison one.
Yep.
And then the other one will do the same thing.
Okay.
And then we each pick one at a time until one of us is poisoned and dies. Loser has to let the other person take over their Instagram and post whatever they want. Okay, pick.
Your turn.
What if we pick the same one?
Okay, who goes first? You?
Why?
Okay.
Well, I guess technically whoever goes first has the smallest probability of getting poisoned, so I'm gonna go first.
Safe.
Delicious.
I'm very nervous.
Safe. I'm nervous now.
You say.
Actor. Ooh, it's gonna be coffee or something. And you're poisoned.
Really?
No.
Oh, it was so nice knowing you.
Are you for real?
You're dead.
No!
He's dead. Rip Sky.
It was worth it. I got candy. Yes!
That was really good.
What are you gonna post on my story?
I'm gonna post a video of us right now, and you have to say that Declan is the winner.
Hey, I did not agree to do anything in this story that was not in my contract. Run the tapes back. He just gets to post whatever he wants. I don't have to do anything.
That's true. All right.
Great. Have fun, kid.
Okay.
And
Hand over your Instagram. I'm just doing a video to let you all know that your Waterboy is the winner of the official Poison Bean Challenge. It's the first time I've ever won anything against
It was rigged.
the Star Quarter.
I demand a recount.
He lost fair and square.
I really, really enjoy losing, and it's really fun for me, and I'm really happy to be here right now.
Yeah. Sore loser. Thanks everyone for watching.
But first, before we go,
Yeah.
let's take a selfie.